There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Got his man quickly. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been...
Running free! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Pittsburgh's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Pitt pushing the pace. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Quickly to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding open areas. a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bring in the heat. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They
breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance.
Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Slater. Makes the grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Hit right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Hills. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but he found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Pitt pushing the pace.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To throw, it's Slater. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After getting stuffed, what did they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to barge their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Seminoles in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. The chains will move, and they'll have first. From inside the red zone at the 18. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Slater. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
From the gun. Beck's got it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Pitt. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Running back searching for a hole. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And the linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Give to the running back. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Noles are on the move.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Buying some time as he moves left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
From the gun, running back gets the give. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hills. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Slater. Gets it out quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is no threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Completes it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
He'll toss it. Turning it on. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making,
Touchdown, Panthers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Fires to the right. Got his man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a man. It's Slater. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Quarterback making checks. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Got his man on the outside. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna look downfield again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Crosses the 30. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you play zone coverage, when you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception?
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Slater. Quickly complete. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They kick it away on fourth down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was